Yes, sir. We are back. Episode 108 going down right now. And of course, I'm here with my brother, Joey Allen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, people.
How you doing, man?
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Looking great in that merch, by the way.
Dude, I'm telling you, every single time I wear this, I get so many compliments.
Same. And I like how mine's got our faces on the back. So for anyone that is also a big fan of the merch that we just dropped, ogsessions.com. Everything is live now. It's available on the site.
You can get this.
And let me just say, for a fair price, too.
Fair price, honestly.
I mean, super fair price.
I paid twice the amount of fucking money for a shirt that's half the quality.
So there was a podcast that I used to be a really big fan of. I'm not going to name drop on here. And they ran some merch. And I was like, I have to get it. It was just this really cool design. It didn't even really say like their podcast on it or anything. It was just like a cool design, this like cool quote. And I really wanted to cop it, bro. And I go on their site, it's $45 for one t-shirt. And I mean, I get it. Like, obviously, like, you're trying to make as much money as you can. And
see, that's people trying to make money off their merch.
100%.
We just kind of want the support.
It's honestly, yeah, it's the support, but it's also to like give back too. Yeah. Like the amount of people that we've had come on the podcast, or just people that listen to the podcast that say they're like, "Oh, do you guys have any merch?" Or when I used to wear, I mean, I'll still wear it sometimes, but I'd have the bright orange trucker, hat, the bright orange trucker hat, bro. That was like my staple for a minute.
That is a good one.
And so many people would hit me up and they're like, "Do you guys sell these anywhere?" Or like we're in public, or out getting drinks or something, and someone's like, "Yo, where can I get this hat?" And it was kind of like a fun, like exclusive thing. I think we only made like 30 of them. Mm-hmm. And so we kind of like dish them out to people. And eventually I want to bring back the orange hat, but I want to give it some time. I think the first drop that we did, we have the best set of clothes, bro. Like, and for the people that don't know, I mean, it took so long to get all these designs together.
Lots of trials and tribulations.
Shout out to Halja for making us that brand flash sheet and giving us like a ton of designs to work with. But I mean, how many designs did we go through where it was like, you throw it on a t-shirt and we're like, that's dope.
But if it doesn't look good when you get it.
100%. And it would look, like we're like, okay, we could tweak this, make this look a little bit better. There were certain shirts where we'd like throw it on a shirt and we're like, this looks really good, this design. But then you're just like, oh, it could be better. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so I'm glad we went with this. At this point, the website's been live for like 2 weeks
Honestly, right when we started using House's stuff, I loved it. I knew this shit was going to work.
100%.
This shit looks so good.
100%. So shout out to the boy. He really went off on that. If you're a brand out there or just any kind of creator or whatever, and you want a dope set of designs you can use on merchandise, on flyers, on really anything, you need to hit that boy up.
Brand flash sheet. Go get you one.
Yeah, it's worth every penny for real. So shout out to the boy. All right, you want to jump into win of the week?
Let's do it.
All right, win of the week. Episode 108.
So you or me first this time?
I'm going to take it over this time because I've got a really good one.
Go ahead.
So it's this guy. His name is, I think it's Alan Robert. It's Alain Robert. 60-year-old man. Bro, it is insane. This dude will climb, like free climb buildings. No harness, no string, like nothing. And he's climbed like the biggest buildings, bro. And you see in his face too, like this dude is 60 years old, without a doubt. He's an old man. And he free climbs like, you know how like windows, they have like the little,
it's like a little
tiny little lip, bro. Yeah. And he'll free climb a building with no harness or anything. I'm telling you. If
Does he have a parachute on?
Bro, nothing.
What?
And so if this doesn't tell you enough about my For You page on TikTok.
That's crazy.
It's just like dudes doing wild shit. Bro, you guys have to look this guy up. It is insane the things that he'll do, bro. Like there's videos of him climbing like that building in Dubai. I cannot think of the name of it. It's like the biggest building in the world or something.
I know which one you're talking about.
Insane. He's like in New York. He's climbing to the side of these buildings. There's like cops like shutting down the streets and shit, telling him like, hey, like they're trying to help him off the side of the building. He's just sitting there like shaking his head and like continuously.
It's illegal, isn't it?
It's totally illegal. I mean, it's got to be illegal.
How's he not in jail?
I've got no idea.
Because he's 60 years old.
I've got no idea. But he makes it to the top and then makes it down safely. I don't know if there's an actual law that says, hey, you can't free climb this building, but dude, watching him do it, it is so wild. Like you almost feel like if the wind shifts, that dude is gone.
Do you think you could? How far up do you think you could climb?
Oh, no, not even 2 stories.
I couldn't even. My fingers, like I sweat,
bro. No, for sure. That's
especially if I'm scared.
You see,
bro,
he's got like the chalk on his fingers. Like he'll have like the chalk and he'll be kind of going up. But even that, like forget it, bro. If he makes one false move or just slips a little bit, it is game over. He's dead. Which he's 60. But I think the video I saw was kind of talking about him. I think he's been doing it for a long time too. So the fact that this dude is still alive doing this shit,
right?
I'm telling you, I gotta show you these videos.
I wonder if he's had any like close calls or anything. Like, I mean, a close call is like you're dead.
Yeah, no, literally.
So damn, fuck that. If I were doing it, I'd have a parachute.
Have you ever been to the top of the Empire State Building or like a building like that?
I've seen it, but no.
Okay, so it's
there.
like it's super. They have like a big glass thing, but it's so windy. Maybe it was just the time that I went.
The whole building is
it's
like kind of
so windy, bro.
Yeah,
and so it's like you're just looking at this guy do these like climbs up the side of it. I mean, he's my win of the week because I'm just mind blown that there is even an individual that has the balls to do that, but then can do that.
At
you know
60
what I mean?
years old.
At 60 is crazy.
Shout out to him. Damn.
Yeah, I got to show you his videos when we get off this podcast, bro. It is insane. Like I'm sitting there, like I'm like sweating watching this.
My hands are sweating right now thinking about that shit.
It's crazy, bro.
Hell
so that's my win of the week. Shout out to Alan Robert. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I know that he is definitely like he's a foreigner. He's not from America, but he is just a legend for that shit, bro. What's your win of the week?
Hell yeah, that was a good one. Mine is actually a person too, but it's not as cool. So I finally got a helper at work. I am no longer the helper. I'm sitting there on a ladder today. I'm a commercial electrician, probably. I don't know, not residential. But I'm sitting there on a ladder, and I don't have to get off the ladder. Like, he's handing me shit. And I've never, like, had that. I'm always the one that has to do that for people.
Oh,
it was
dude.
so good to get shit handed to me.
That's a big win.
It was so nice. Today was smooth. It was great.
Is that the biggest benefit is like just him being able to hand you shit and you don't have to like pause what
just
you're
having
doing?
Like another brain on the job is good.
There and ever any times like what's a bad thing about a helper? Like is he kind of clueless sometimes or?
So no, he's actually ex-military. So he's like very regimented. He does his shit. So I got lucky.
Shout out to him.
I mean, it's his first day. I ain't name dropping.
Okay.
But
maybe next week.
I barely even fucking know his name. So today was his first day. Hopefully he keeps his shit going.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
And shout out to anyone that's like, ex-military as well, bro. That's huge. Yeah. One thing I did want to touch on, Prize Picks. Mm-hmm. So if you guys watched the last episode, I kind of challenged myself. For a while, I've been wanting to start sports betting. I'm very knowledgeable about NFL and in college a little bit. But like I've always played fantasy football. I'm a big NFL guy. Like that's just my lane. And so I've always wanted to see how I would do. I've won fantasy leagues in the past. I got second in our fantasy league last year.
First loser.
Okay, come on.
I know.
Come on, brother.
We're in the league together. I have to say this shit. I got to talk shit.
Okay, well then you're the 8th loser. No, 6th loser in the league.
I'm not the first loser.
Anyway, so my new challenge for myself, I wanted to have a goal because, so basically for the people that didn't see last week's episode, I'm only throwing $25 in. Mm-hmm. And DraftKings, Prize Picks will match it. So if I throw $25 in, they're going to match it. Now I have $50 to bet with. But my goal is to take that $25 and run it up to something so that technically I can like buy an item for $25.
Do you have a goal?
I do have a goal.
What's your goal?
I want to buy by the end of the NFL season.
If you say what I think, okay.
I want to buy a Tesla Cybertruck. I want a Cybertruck so bad, bro. Just imagine a $25 Cybertruck. And granted, I know they're probably $100,000.
I think they're $125.
I haven't even looked at the price, but bro, I've been hitting on a lot of these bets. Okay,
what do you got right now?
So here's the bet that I have. So right now I've been making bets too, so it's not my exact total. Yeah. But I also have had bets that have hit that I'm still waiting on one more player. Like they do a free pick of the week. And this is not a like sponsored by Prize Picks ad or anything like that.
But Prize Picks, hit us up. Definitely
hit us up because we can do that. But so basically like they'll do these things weekly where it'll be like, like Caleb Williams only has to throw for 1 yard and that you can like use him in your parlay and
stuff. It's like
an
easy gimme.
And so that's like, I have 2 bets right now where that is what I'm waiting on is Caleb Williams to throw 1 yard on Sunday, which is going to happen.
Yeah.
And it's like $10 for 120. So like I do have like Joshua Carty has to make 2 field goals, which he already did on last week, which by the time this episode comes out, this is like 3 weeks ago that I'm talking about. But the bets that I have in for this week, this is right before Thursday Night Football starts tonight in like an hour or so. Jason Sanders to make 2 field goals, Tyreek Hill to get 1 touchdown, and Josh Allen to throw for 2 touchdowns. $10 pays $70.
All right.
So it's like little bets like that where I'm just trying to just keep like if I lose like it's $10, I'm not even tripping. It doesn't even really affect my average. But I think right now my total winnings I'm at $170.
Really?
$170 off of $25. So already like if I were to cash out right now, I'm happy.
You're up.
But I'm telling you, bro, if I can keep this shit going, once I get to like the $1,000 mark, I'm going to start betting like $50 bets, $100 bets. Like I'm not going to go crazy and bet like half my bank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep hitting these little bets.
What if you bet half your bank on a little bet, like a easy bet?
Well, so that's the thing is like what I've learned. Have lost twice. So I'll bet like pretty much I'll bet Thursday night, Monday night, and then throughout Sunday and stuff like that. Like, you know, midway through a game, I'll throw in some bets and stuff like that. I have lost 2 of them. And it hurts when you lose, bro, because it's like always the dumbest thing. Like, yeah, it'll be like a couple risky players in every parlay where you're like, this guy could do that. Like Cooper Kupp, I know that they obviously have some like, you know, good wide receivers like Puka and a couple of these other guys on the Rams. And so I was like, damn, like, is Cooper Kupp going to get a touchdown? And granted, he did. But in that same bet, there was like, I think it was their kicker or someone else. He only made like 1 field goal.
Damn.
And so it's like, it sucks when it's just like the easy bets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like, you think that like the lock doesn't hit. And you're like, fuck, man. Like, I already get, like, the hard part was getting Cooper Kupp to get a touchdown.
Yeah.
But no, that's my goal, brother.
Good
Cybertruck
That's
on
crazy.
the way.
I hope it happens.
I'm really,
because I know I'm going to be riding in that bitch.
no doubt. But just imagine, like, a Cybertruck. You start with $25 and you just sports bet your way all the way to a Cybertruck. And it's a crazy goal.
Would you wrap it?
Oh, for sure.
And Prize
so
Picks?
I've already thought about this. Not Prize Picks, but if I get the Cybertruck, then I'm going to throw another 25 in and try to go up to enough to wrap it orange.
Nice.
An orange Cybertruck, bro.
That'd be good.
Everyone that knows me knows I'm a big Tesla guy. Like, obviously, I don't think we should have like all electric vehicles on the road and shit, but I think Teslas are just so dope, bro. When you sit inside of a Tesla, you just feel like you're just in the future.
The thing is, like, how functional is it? Like, if you drive a lot.
Oh, I'll tell you straight up. Like, I'm not planning on taking this. I'm not planning on testing my Cybertruck to the limits. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not taking this bitch
like
off
Whistling
road
Diesel?
or what. Not a chance.
That'd be great.
I'm never doing that.
Come on.
But
Drag that bitch
for
behind
$25, like whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do think it would be dope. Like, bro, $25, I'll buy a damn Civic. You know what I'm saying? It's $25,
Yeah.
you know. But it'd be so cool to like get a Cybertruck and it's like all from sports betting.
That'd be
and so
crazy.
that's my goal by the end of the NFL season. I want to be at Cybertruck level. If I'm kind of close to that, but I'm not really there yet, like even if I'm like halfway there or something, I mean, I'm gonna have to get into NBA or something. Like I'm gonna have to figure out and just learn another sport and start betting on that as well.
You're addicted?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely a little bit addicted, just because I've hit so many times. Like if I were losing a lot more, like I'd probably just play until I go down to 0. I'm an addict for sure. It's bad. It's so bad.
I'll
brother.
pray for you, brother.
Thank you. But the thing is, I did make a promise to myself, and like I'm for sure. You can hold me to my word.
A man of his word, for sure.
I will not put I won't put any other deposit in this app again. Like if I go down to 0. I'm a 0. I'm done.
Until next season?
Never sports betting again. Well, I mean, if I cash out $100,000, I'll probably start again. Yeah. But if I don't hit the goal and I end up losing money and I get all the way down to $0, I'm done.
That's good.
Not a chance. I'm 100% not putting more money in this app.
He's a healthy addict.
Yeah, healthy addict. But yeah, so that's my goal with Prize Picks. I mean to tell you that recently, and I'm like, that's big. It's going to be dope. Also, we got a big episode ahead of us today.
So big.
Y'all get excited because we've got, an artist that not only is just like a Florida legend right now, but someone that I've been listening to her music, bro, for so long.
Yeah.
And I remember like when we first started the podcast, it was kind of like, she was like on my list of people that I wanted to get on this show eventually. And, no, dude, she's just like, it's an honor to have her in the studio today, man.
I'm excited.
So, episode 108, let's jump right into it.
Let's go.
What up, OGs? We are here, episode 108 going down. Of course, I'm here with my brother, Joey Allen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very excited for today's episode, man.
Big episode.
Yeah, big one. Someone that I've been, honestly following for such a long time. So
I know you wouldn't shut up about her for a while.
It's a blessing to get her on the show for sure. She is an actress. She is a music artist, and she's the CEO of Make Hoes Mad Again. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for KaMillion. How you doing? It's a pleasure to have you in the studio, for real.
It's a pleasure to be here,
So there's a lot of things I want to jump into with this one. Obviously, you just released a new single.
I did.
Back Outside.
Yes.
It is a banger.
It's going
Thank
off,
you.
too.
What was did it take you a long time to make that song?
Hell no.
It was a real quick one?
It was real quick.
Really?
Hell yeah.
You wrote it down or you just came
I
up with
really
it?
never write stuff down.
Really?
I really just go in the booth and That's why, like, if I'm feeling creative, I like to just go to the studio because, I don't know, like, I'm impulsive. So it's like whatever comes up, the best shit always comes up, and I have to just do it right away.
It's crazy you don't write stuff down because your lyrics are so, like, not necessarily complex, but they're, like, very, I mean, they flow so well.
Thank you.
It seems like you write down.
I mean, I have.
Seems like you rehearse it for like 16 days.
It's so crazy because I do it and then I forget the shit. And when it's time to shoot the video, I'll be like, yeah, I'm ready to shoot the video. And then it'll be like, all right, action. I'll be like, oh shit, I don't even know the words.
No.
I got to do that.
That's cool though.
That's funny. And also the video for that goes really hard.
Thank you. I directed it.
No way.
I did. I'm about to drop like a BTS trailer of just like, you know, me behind the scenes directing the actors and stuff like that.
I love it. And do you know the white boy that you slapped in the video?
I actually met him that day.
No way.
I met him that day because the film rat who shot the video, he's actually from Jacksonville too. He sent me like the actors to choose from, and one guy was just like, he ain't looked the part. And I was like, fine, we just gonna go with the redhead. And he was actually good. He turned out to be, he did a real good job.
Oh, he did a great job, I feel like. He sold it well. I think all of us, 30 seconds into the song, we all hated this guy.
Yeah.
So when you got up and slapped him, we're like, let's fucking go.
Did you actually hit him or not?
I actually made a mistake and actually slapped him for real. But we didn't use that clip.
Oh, damn. He got hit for nothing.
He signed no release form, so just in case you want to, bring it up later.
That's funny,
I want to look at this video.
He's like crying after she slaps him the first time. He's like flinching before she hits him the second time.
I think he liked it though.
He probably
men like to
did.
be slapped
for
around,
sure.
You know?
Especially by like a boss girl too, right?
Yeah,
like it's like a dominance thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. What about the naming of that song? It's spelled
Byke Outside. The spelling?
Yeah, spelling.
So I'm from Florida, so like we say Byke.
Byke.
We don't say back, we say Byke.
Yep.
And it's already a song out called Back Outside. So the way I speak, I like to spell sometimes. So yeah, that's where it came from. And I didn't want people to get it confused with the regular spelling.
It's funny.
Anicia has a song called Back Outside.
That's right. And it's funny because I actually, before I saw that you like started posting things about that song, I actually heard the audio, I think on TikTok.
Yeah.
Like people were using the audio and stuff. And I was like, that's funny. And I mean, it's just cool whenever like it gets picked up by a social platform like that.
Yeah, I want them to keep picking that shit up. Listen, go crazy on TikTok. You have free range.
100%. And you and your Spotify numbers are also bumping right now. I mean,
Thank
YouTube,
you.
like we're not even going to get into YouTube. YouTube,
I know, YouTube.
You basically run YouTube at this point. It's like, it's crazy because
Talk your shit.
it's great. It's great.
Damn.
Talk yours.
Love
Come on
it.
now.
100%. It's crazy. Like sometimes whenever there's certain artists where I love their music, but then you go and you see their numbers, you're like, okay, well, clearly I'm the only one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with you, it's like, I love your music, but then you go on and you're like, oh my God.
You
like,
got the
she's
support.
good. Yes, you got the game
honestly,
unlocked.
too, it's like, that's what Back Outside means to me because I had took 2 years off to do TV and film. And my show ended up we weren't renewed for a third season. And so I feel like I went into like survival mode because I'm a hustler. I guess I treat that just like I treated the music game. It's like you got to know how to pivot,
100%.
And so of course, like, before that, the strike was here for actors. So I went through the strike, and then we went through not getting renewed for the third season. So I was in survival mode, like, fuck it, I'm just finna, pick this shit back up. Because, I mean, I honestly didn't really want to do music anymore because the business and just technicals of it, it's almost like, I don't know, you got to get out here and just, these days selling music is just so difficult, especially for people who are really talented for real.
100%.
Like, people be with the mess, you know what I'm saying? Or the headlines go viral to push a song, So I'm just like, I'm back outside. I feel like I'm a new artist again, and I'm just at my new grind. And starting over for me ain't never been, hard.
I like it. So what do you think changed in you? Like at that, where, you came back and you almost fell back in love with the music game?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm back in love with it yet.
Word.
But at this point in my life, like, entertainment is my job. That's just like somebody clocking in at Target.
Yeah.
You might not, your boss told you to lift these boxes. You might not want to do that shit, but that's your job.
You got to get paid.
So I'm my own boss. So it's like, if I want to get paid and I want to, still be making these hoes mad again, I got to continue to put points on the board.
100%.
But I am falling back in love with music. Like technology took over the fun of the shit, with AI and, algorithms, because a lot of regular people like myself was able to beat the internet and win. So now with the AI and face recognition, they know how to hold your numbers or not make your posts visible to your fan base. So, you know, but I just feel like real people, when you make good music, like that shit just supersedes everything and you break through. So
that's facts. That is 100% true.
What part of the music do you think is the hardest? Like, what do you enjoy the least?
The marketing part of it.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm independent, so I spend money for all of my stuff. Everything I do, every penny, every move I make, it costs money. So that's definitely, I don't like spending money on this shit, like at all, because there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
And then it's like, even when you post it, people don't realize that like a simple share is just, that could make the difference between $0 and $200.
Pull that mic a little bit closer to you, just by the corner right here. Perfect.
You got me?
Okay, yeah, just so you can hear that
voice.
voice.
You fading out a little bit.
You got such a great voice. It's like you just want to hear it, you know, Chris. No, but I was just gonna say, you also have a song called "Florida Shit."
Florida Shit, yeah.
I love the video for that. I mean, the
one.
song itself is such a banger, but the video goes so hard. You also feature Nod Ross in that video, or in this case, Lil Nut.
Lil Nut,
yeah, he's in Lil Nut mode. So
Nut.
we've had him on the podcast. He is. It's so funny because, you know, just doing the research for this episode, I want to make sure I saw like every music video you put out, and so I'm like going through. I'm like, wait, hold on, pause. I was like,
actually, his mom and my mom are like really, really good friends.
Really?
No way.
Yeah,
That's
they work
crazy.
together, so it's cool.
Was it planned to have him in the video? Because it kind of, the way
was,
it looked.
like, it was. For me, like, I feel like doing a song like Florida Shit, like being from the city, like, you gotta put Lil Nut in.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on now.
It's funny. He is like ride or die Florida, and I love that about him.
For sure. And I mean, like, even when I first started, he was in, I forgot what remix I did, but I put him in one of the remixes, and that shit went viral too. It was like a long, long time ago. So yeah, we always been connected. He cool.
100%. And I like what you were saying about like the trials and tribulations too, of like the business side of music.
Yeah.
Because you see so many people where, I mean, we've had tons of music artists just on this podcast where they speak on the same things, where it's like because obviously you start making music for the love of it, and like you're either naturally talented or just the work ethic and things like that. But then you get into the business side of it, it almost like makes it not fun anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you're competing with people that do have like these millions of dollars and all these things that they're kind of just throwing into artists, where really the artist doesn't even have any talent and hasn't even put that much time in yet.
Yeah, I mean, you could turn into that like really quick, instantly. Like, especially like the first day out when the single first drops, like that day to me was just like, it was a bad day, you know, because we were moving around doing promo and stuff. But, you know, again, I'm an independent artist, so I got to be on the computer. I got to upload certain things. You know, certain things might be missing, whatever it is. So it's like you do everything to prepare for this project, and then when it's time to drop it, you just feel like, I don't know, like it's just so much pressure.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, fuck this shit. Like, you know, and but I think like first day jitters is everything, because, you know, you just don't want no bad reviews or, you know, you're just waiting to see what like the statistics going to say. So,
and the comparison too, that's another thing, is like for you, I mean, now you're at a point to where when you drop music, it's like you almost know it's going to hit, at least for way more than a lot of other artists are going to get views.
Yeah, but I'm again, like, you still fighting against the algorithm. Like, I feel like when an artist announces that they're about to drop something, that's why sometimes I used to just drop shit.
Just drop it.
Because when you announce it, I don't know who get in there and be like, okay, KaMillion is gonna drop on this day,
and then they hide
then they hide me, and I'm like, damn. So it's like last week, it's crazy, because when I sign into my account, you'll see 2.3 million impressions, but then if I post something, like, it might not reflect that. It's so weird. But I feel like every time I'm getting ready to drop something, like my visibility goes down. So that's very like that's aggravating.
Oh, for sure.
It's
and
stressful.
it almost feels like there's times where the social media platforms are kind of against you. And me and Joey have dealt with that with this podcast as well.
Yeah.
Last week we had, I think it was it 450,000 impressions on our profile. It was like within the last like 15 or 30 days or something.
It's like the math ain't mathing.
And that exactly.
Where are the numbers?
And we posted a clip, and it's funny because in the podcast game, the clips that you think are going to go crazy viral, every once in a while you're right, but most of the times you're like, damn, like where are y'all at? And then the ones where you're like, should I even post this? You post that.
That's the one that
viral.
goes. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm gonna have a baby from Elon Musk, because when I do that,
What? Hold on. What?
once I have a baby from Elon Muskie,
What you gonna name it? E2 or some shit?
I might.
MC squared.
I haven't thought about that, but that's cute though.
No.
That's real smart.
Would you ever whip a Tesla or a Cybertruck?
I have actually. My ex had got me one.
That's a finesse.
Yeah.
Hey, we got something good out of the relationship, right?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm back outside too in that way as well.
Yeah.
It was so crazy because when we were getting ready to shoot the video, he was like, "Yeah, you should have like a girl call, like a phone call, and then." She tell her homegirls that she not in a relationship no more. She breaking up with the dude. Whole time you was describing our situation. That was it. How you out of there? So.
Hey, you live and you learn. I know me and Joey have had our fair share of shitty relationships.
Listen, we're not digging. Let's change the subject right now.
I don't want to talk about it.
We ain't making hoes mad.
No, but I love. I'm a big fan of the brand Make Hoes Mad Again.
Show this.
Is that a play on? Like, did you kind of strategically come up with this because it's like election year? I have to ask because it's just. I mean, it goes so well with everything that's going on right now. I know for me, I'm like. I don't even really get into politics like that crazy. So I'm like, shit, I'd rock a Make Hoes Mad Again hat all day.
I think that you should.
I definitely would.
I think everybody should go to makehoesmadagain.com and make a statement with their fashion.
No doubt.
I think so. But I feel like I always have perfect timing. Like I literally, first of all, I hate to say this out loud, but a lot of times I don't even pay attention to politics. So I didn't even realize that we was in the middle of election season. At first. And so somebody was like, "Oh, this is perfect. This is genius." Because I was like, "Oh yeah, for real? Oh yeah, okay, we're finna get okay, bet." But it really just came from a bitch pissing me off on the internet. She stalks me, and like for me, I'm always blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Stay blessed.
And people don't realize that every time you try to stop my blessings, you block your own. So I was pissed off that day, and I was just got in the booth, and I was just like, I'm about to make these hoes mad again. Drop my surgeon, make these bitches bad again.
Okay.
This ain't just ice, this an avalanche.
Hey.
Head on swivel, you a ceiling fan.
Okay.
So,
I love
and
that.
then I was like, I need to make this a brand because your success is going to piss some people off. And that's like the mission statement of the brand. So I'm like, I'm sure a lot of people feel that way.
Mm-hmm. I love the mission statement. Let's just say that. I mean, it's perfect timing for one, but sometimes that's just God's plan. Right?
Yes. And then my security guard, they live out in, what's the area? I can't think of it. It's like by the airport, but they're a lot of like people that have the Confederate flag or whatever.
Yeah.
So like when you go to his family's house, when you pull up, they got a Confederate flag. You'll never know that they really love black people. So, so it's so funny. They bought like a lot of hats for me. So one night I went over there and I was just like, let's just get together. So I walk in the house and they had on "Make America Great Again." Right?
Oh shit!
So as soon as she was like, "You want something from the kitchen?" I was like, "No, Mom, I'm good." She turned around and then when she got up, she had this one on. I was like, I cracked up laughing. I'm like, we know you walk around in the house with the "Make America Great Again." It's all good. Long as you patronize my brand, it's all good.
It's good because it's also funny because it's. Like when you first glance, you think it's a "Make America Great Again"
and
hat.
that's what's cool about it.
Yeah, that is cool. And then
I knew when it was gonna work. I was in LA and I was in Costco, and it was an older white woman. She walked up. She was like, "I like that." I was like, "Yes, I won." And that's when I knew it was gonna work.
You're versatile with the masses. That's the best thing.
You gotta be witty about it.
100%, yeah, and just have fun with it. I think that's the biggest thing, and it seems like you're doing a great job with that with your brand. It's
Thank
like
you.
a lot of people, they kind of lose the fun aspect of it, and it just turns into, like we were talking before with the music, just like a business.
Yeah.
And you're so focused on the money. And me and Joey just actually released some merch too, and it was like we wanted to make sure that we kept that same energy as well, where it's like just have fun with it, enjoy the process.
It's lifestyle. Like it's not like you're really just trying to, because then it, like you said, it takes the fun out of it. Something that's wearable that you really enjoy putting on your body, something that you gonna wear that then you'll know that other people want to do the same thing.
100%, yeah.
Yeah,
and you can see that in someone's brand too. A lot of people get into the brand industry, the music industry for the money, and it's so obvious. I think people don't realize that. It's like you can see right off rip whether someone's really about it. I think actually Yule said something on his episode where he's like, it's either in you or it's on you.
It's in you or it's on you.
And I was like, that is so fucking true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people are just have that grittiness, that drive, you know, and you got to love it. So you had mentioned earlier when we first started talking about the TV show you're on.
Yeah.
You're talking about rap shit, right?
Rap shit.
Okay, so I want to talk about this because me and Joey, we saw a ton of clips when we were doing research for this episode, and I've seen you posting so many things about it as well. First off, you crushed it.
Thank you.
I mean, you're a great actress, and you do very well when you're, in front of the camera. For the audience that hasn't seen that show before, what exactly is it about?
The show is it's about two girls, like a relationship for two friends. They were in high school together, and they graduated. One had a baby, so it's like their relationship became estranged. And my character Mia, I feel like she was really grounded because you got to see her on her different hustles as a stripper, as an escort, thinking she can beat the system and be on her city girl shit. And she realized that, well, maybe I'm not as full of game as I thought I was because, I got played by these guys, and, they both get on live one day. Mia needs somebody to babysit her daughter. So she calls up the old friend, and she babysits her because she works at the hotel. And they have like a little moment where they're freestyling in the car and sharing that, like that old shit that they used to have comes back. And Mia is like more popular, and Shauna is like, she really eats, breathes, and shits like being a rapper. But she's like the sky is black and the ground is blue, and like she's that type of MC, like lyricist. And she takes it a little too serious. And as you know, these days, like when you don't be giving a fuck, that's when stuff really pop because it just you be having fun.
It's natural.
So when she sees that, the engagement that they ramp up, they're like, let's start a group. So the show is like loosely based on the City Girls and how they rose to their fame, but the storyline goes off into a whole different story. So, but that's pretty much like, the top line of the show.
After hearing her just describe it, I was like, I gotta go.
I want to go watch it.
I want to go binge it right now. Is it? It was on. Was it Amazon that picked it up?
No, it was on HBO Max.
HBO Max.
Yeah,
okay.
Issa Rae is the creator of the show. She has Insecure. She has other few shows. Had other few shows on HBO Max, like a Black Lady sketch show. She's just a genius. She started her TV career pretty much creating content on YouTube, and it did so well that like HBO offered her all these deals for like her own shows.
That's crazy. Like that. Was there ever a thought for them to take the show and then put it on YouTube after HBO didn't pick it up for a third season?
I really wish they would. Like I'm always hitting Issa like, so
what's up?
You think we could do a spinoff with me?
Because nowadays you'll see so many people like even just in like other industries, like I know in the comedy like lane, a lot of comedians will stop doing their specials on like Netflix and stuff, and then just move them over to YouTube, and they'll see like double the engagement. And also, I
think our show is just really expensive to shoot, to film.
Sure,
like people didn't realize because we're a comedy, so comedy's like 30 minutes, not an hour. So, it costs a lot to make our show for the 30 minutes that we're on.
Yeah. For sure.
So, to put it on YouTube, I don't know.
Was there any part of, like, the experience of, being an actress and being in that show specifically that you didn't enjoy?
I enjoy every bit of that shit.
You think you love it more than making music?
That's the shit I used to dream about. I had to pinch myself every morning to feel like it's real because sometimes, you're so used to, like, letdowns and disappointments in this industry. So I'm like, damn, they really picked me for this shit? Like, I mean, I used to walk out of my trailer. We're on the Sony lot, like where so many other Sandra Bullock, all kind of, bigger actresses that have come before me that they film these big movies. And I'm walking out of my trailer and people are pretty much, I could fart and they just like this.
Catch it for you.
Let's put this in a jar. This is amazing.
Yeah.
So it's like, I enjoy everything, even though like I'm not a morning person, but I learned to be. So, like, I enjoyed everything, that I learned, good, bad, and ugly, because that's not an opportunity that you get all the time, especially for, like, an underdog like myself. Like, people looking up, seeing me. Like, I was on motherfucking billboards all around L.A.
That's crazy.
And I remember moving to L.A. and being pretty much homeless, like, or, like, having to get kicked out of the place that I was living in because I didn't have the money. My mama helping me stay in motels to go to auditions, like in my early career when I was like starting out music and just to try to get on, like just trying to make it. So it's like, it was like I don't know, it was a great feeling to see the same streets that I walked. I had a huge billboard on the HBO building, like just all over the place. It was crazy. Or getting on an airplane and turning on watching a series show and seeing myself.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No,
Because
that's
a lot of
next
people said I
level.
wouldn't make it. A lot of people slept on me, so it was just like, so even though my show didn't get renewed, it's like I won already.
Yeah, now these hoes mad.
I won already. So
I love it. No, seriously, and you seem like such a natural whenever, and just the clips and everything that I've seen. It's like you're just being yourself the whole time.
Because I know her story.
Yeah.
Like in some ways, like I am Mia, and that's what I said in my audition. I was like, I am Mia, and Mia is me, because just the things that she goes through and her mindset, like I was there. I remember trying to come up, trying to make it in this music industry, in this ugly music industry where people, especially females, like we go through the ringer,
What was one of the moments you had while you were filming that show where you're like, oh my God, is this real? Like, I'm sure the whole experience was crazy, but, was it like when you're getting ready to go on set and you've got like tons of people just making sure that you look good?
I think I knew it was real because we started filming right in the midst of COVID.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I knew it was going to be, because I came from reality TV as well.
Okay.
So I knew it was going to be big, but I just didn't know it was going to be like that. And when I walked on set and these big ass cameras and everybody's just tuned in to me, I was just like, wow, this is crazy.
Do you think that acting helped push your singing career?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like being on TV and film, it raises your star.
Puts your image out there.
Everybody can't transition into TV and film, and I feel like that's what every artist wants to do. Because who wants to be rapping forever? Unless you just, are retarded.
Come on now.
For sure.
You want this shit to be an option.
I'll tell you right now, like me and Joey, we can't do either one. But if it were to come down
I could be an actor, maybe.
Okay, you probably could.
Mm-hmm.
You probably could. I think you've been in a music video, haven't you?
Couple of them.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Pardon me.
Don't play with him.
Okay, gotta get on this boy's level. So, if there's any artists out there, hey, KaMillion, can I be in your next music video?
You can. You definitely can.
Hey, next
You'll be
one-
the white boy getting slapped.
Hey, from KaMillion, I'll take that shit, boy.
No,
I'll
we
take
might do a
that
sex
shit.
scene.
Bye, bitch. We're going to make these hoes bad again.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. I don't even know what my next question was.
I got something I want to talk about.
Okay, yeah.
You posted a reel. I don't know if you was referencing the women on your page, but you were talking about if you're looking for your soulmate, he's probably laid up with Tyrone or some shit. I got something. Where did that come
Unfortunately,
from?
that's so true. I would love.
What kind of
to-
men are you messing with then? Because
What did
I
she say? It was like you
mean-
can only find you find the best boyfriends at
your soulmate
At
is
Gay Pride?
probably gay or bisexual.
Bisexual.
That's right, yeah.
Bisexual is the key.
True, yeah, but
That is the key.
Yeah, 'cause if they're gay, they're
there's
not gonna-
so much bromance, and I feel like men don't like women. I feel like they just tolerate us because you're supposed to grow up, find the right woman, and procreate. But men, they like to be around each other.
Okay.
They like to play video games.
Yeah,
Let me play devil's advocate.
And then you guys understand the gooch, the G spot,
not with each other.
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
yeah.
I mean, sure, there's men out there that do
have
that.
you seen
but
those porns where
No.
the guys chilling in
I've
the
not
living
seen
room
those.
together, and then
No.
the guys like,
No.
I've never seen that.
But here's the thing: I will play devil's advocate with that because me and Joey, you ain't gonna find more bromance than this.
Never.
I'll tell you right now.
and
We
that's
love
great.
each other.
But I will tell you, I'd never want to see that man naked.
He
That's
has.
great.
I
Because
have,
a
but I
lot
don't
of
want to
men-
see it again.
Yeah, because you see a lot of these podcasts, and they're always like, men need to, it's like, shut up. Like, why are men and women at war? Why are you talking to a woman disrespectful? Why don't you want to be a provider for a woman? Why don't you want to do these things that historically men do?
I feel like I live to provide for a woman. Like I feel
love
good.
that.
No
about
cap,
providing.
bro.
I love that.
Yeah, I feel
but
the same way.
I don't know, especially in the music industry, like niggas be gay for pay.
For sure. I think like
They
that
gay
is.
for pay,
Men have definitely gotten softer over the years, and I think that they'll do a lot of things
carrying
for money.
big purses, like
True, and wearing
I don't care if
dresses.
it's a Goyard. I don't care if it's a Birkin. It's a purse.
It's a purse.
But I feel like people should live in their truth. And
they can do what they want. That's
Yeah.
fine. But
Yeah.
man, you don't catch me wearing no purse,
I know for sure.
no dress. I ain't
For
painting my
sure.
fingernails.
I will say though, it was just a bold take. I remember seeing the video for the first time. I was like, wait.
It definitely took me back. I
I
was
know.
like, I'm a good man.
It's-
I was like, I'm a great guy. I was like,
It's a sad truth for a heterosexual woman. But it is what it is. And it's, my best friend is gay. And he was in a relationship with a man for 3 years that was married. And the woman just thought they were cool friends. And it's so easy to play it off because it's crazy. Like, my homeboy.
Wild,
you know? So,
no, but I can see, like, yeah, I mean, if they do swing that way, they don't want to, you know, they want to, it's got to be so hard to, like, tell your significant other.
I mean, a lot of your favorite rappers.
I've heard these
don't
stories,
say it.
too.
Don't
no, I've heard these stories, too, which is crazy.
I don't want to hear it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I don't name drop. I don't snitch.
No, keep their secrets aside. But hey, we'll let the audience pick and choose who they think you're talking about. I already got a couple where I'm like, okay, that motherfucker could definitely be. Because it's like sometimes you can almost even hear in their music too. There's certain artists where they'll kind of slip up and say something that could go either way.
Yeah.
I'm like
who?
You need to do that?
Like who?
Yeah, like who?
Hey, I don't name drop
like
either,
who?
brother. I don't name drop either,
Name
brother.
the letter. That's the first letter.
It was the first letter. Come on.
G?
G Herbo?
No.
That's what I thought. That boy just can't rap on beat.
No. Look. Well, it would be good. I mean, it starts
He gonna
with
bang
G.
on you. You better be.
Hey, look, I'm trying to keep this podcast in a good, perspective audience. Oh man, that's funny.
So what's the name?
Definitely not going there. Next topic. No, but obviously, you know, with all the things you have done, I think that it does show a lot that you are so versatile where you're able to go back and forth from acting to making music and still be like as profound
relevant.
and like good. Yeah, like relevant in both. Because you see so many people, like I remember just like being a kid, there's certain shows where you'll watch and it was like, you know, there'll be like a female actress in that show. And as you grow up, like give it 5 years and they start making music. You're like, okay, well your music is actually trash. And you know they got a bunch of
Miley Cyrus?
No, bro.
Miley raw.
That's crazy, bro. What? Who was the girl?
Raw.
Wasn't there
Hannah Montana.
Well, okay. There was some
a lot
chick.
of Disney kids that tried to make music.
JoJo
like,
Siwa. That's a good one.
I think she was trash all around.
Yes, she was.
Like JoJo?
Come on now.
honestly-
She's crazy. She's off her rocker.
The only thing I ever see about her is the wild ass like dance videos.
Yeah.
And most of the time there's even like no music behind it either. She's just like stomping super hard shit. I'm like, what the
She probably got something wrong with her.
okay, maybe.
Hollywood
JoJo, you
will
can
to
see me about it if you want to. I don't care.
And there goes all the credibility of this podcast. Thank you, JoJo. All the JoJo Siwa fans out there, just turn this off.
Bye, all three of you.
Was there a specific song that you made where maybe maybe it's not your most popular, or maybe it didn't blow up as big as all the other ones, but to you it's like a personal favorite, or you think it should have gone more viral than it did?
I feel like I have a song called Toxic. And I feel like it's like a stadium song.
Oh, yeah.
And I just can't wait until like, because you know sometimes it takes like songs on TikTok, they don't be new songs sometimes. It'd be 2-3 years old, you know, before they catch on.
For sure.
So that's like one of my favorite songs because a lot of times I'll be blaming the guys for being toxic, but I think that I have to take accountability for some toxicity because I'm choosing the same type of energy over and over again. So it's something in me that's attracting me to that. So, you know, I like that song.
That's good that you can recognize that.
For sure, yeah. No, that says a lot. For sure, I like that.
Yeah, because I'm like, damn.
Because
like
guys aren't toxic at all.
Yeah, guys are, guys
we're
are great.
so not toxic. I mean, that's crazy. I'm glad you can recognize that.
No, we are.
And
I'm just playing. We're terrible.
I can see the toxic
toxic.
Oh, I'm telling you
right now.
Yeah, we're the most toxic as it gets. I'm serious. Do you have a favorite song that you like performing where, you know, you're just like, this is going to get the crowd
I
ready?
got my first show. It's been 2 years since I performed live.
Oh,
so
wow.
this weekend, I booked my first show. I have 2 shows in one day.
Nice.
So I'm a little resty, but I've been rehearsing for the last couple of days, you know. So hopefully it goes great. But that's one of my favorite parts about being an artist is performing live, like to touch the people. People fuck with me for real, like
Yeah.
fuck with me for real. So yeah.
And I feel like that does say a lot about an artist too, when they can get up on stage and still have that confidence.
Yeah.
And like really throw down for you know, it's so much harder to do it in person. You know, I mean, you can take as many takes as you want in the studio,
Right.
you know, and, you know, crisp things up and make it all look perfect. You know?
Right.
But yeah, no, when you can get up in front of people, I mean, that's one of my favorite things. And it's become one of my favorite things over like the past couple of years is going to live shows. Because you find out a lot about an artist.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
are they really standing on business?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the thing.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. Shout out you. But no, there's so many things that go on like with certain artists whenever they're in the studio as well. When you're creating songs, do you like to be kind of like with a crowd of people and have like all your people in there with you, hyping you up? Or do you like to kind of just be solo in that mode, you and the producer?
Set the scene for your
Yeah, what
studio.
does a studio session look like with KaMillion?
Stay out of my session.
True.
Closed session. Because when I'm in the booth, I don't want to be worrying about, well, is this person all right? Is they comfortable? Like, you know, it takes the focus off of me, what I'm doing, because I'm like, I'm a Cancer, so I'm an energy person. So I can literally feel what you're thinking a lot of times. So me in the creative process is like really spiritual for me. I want to be able to make mistakes and scream and do stupid shit, or I might get in the booth and take my shirt off or take my clothes off. Like, I don't want, and then sometimes people be posting, you know, like dropping locations, posting like when you recording and shit, and it's just like,
sketch.
That's not what this is. You know, let me post at my own discretion what I want to post, you know. So I like closed sessions, you know, because I can just be a little bit more experimental. But I have had sessions. Every time I invite people, and like when we was in Atlanta with Sony, and we did like they had, who was the artist that was there? There's a couple different, I think Narda was there. Skilla Baby, we were all like, they all had us spaced out in different rooms and stuff, and I had a lot of my people just come to the studio, and I could not make shit. And I mean, I did end up creating, but it took a little longer, because it's like, if you walk out of my session, it's like you breaking the vibe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Or if I see somebody like falling asleep, I just get out. You know, so usually it's just me, the engineer, and the producer, you know, or the camera guy or my security guard.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
that's it.
and you can stay focused.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the biggest things too.
My
Locked
best
in.
records are made dolo, solo, nobody but just me and the engineer or the producer.
Yeah.
Shout out to MGZ, shout out to J Miles. So
I like it. And you have an accent as well. Where are you from originally?
I'm from here.
She's Florida.
Really? Okay, no, it's definitely a Florida accent, obviously. But
What
I
you
was
hear?
like, I didn't know if it was South Florida. I kind of heard like a couple of the, like the, you know, ways
Well, you
you'll
know,
say
Earth is my turf, so you know, I be around
everywhere. Hell
you
yeah.
know, so, and then sometimes I think too, like the guys that I date, like it depends. Like
Are toxic.
I got a little patois, you know. I'm not Jamaican, but I used to have it in me.
Yeah.
So you know, it just depends.
Do you ever
Leave a
date?
little mark.
Do you ever date white boys?
You know, I haven't, but I'm into it now.
There you go,
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah.
There you go, Nick.
Hey, man.
There you go, Baba.
Yeah,
Into
just- I'll tell you, we put on a
We
good
have
chat.
a cute little mixed baby.
It's not Elon, though. It's not Elon.
Yeah.
Fuck you,
I'm sorry. My bad. I'm on his team. I'm on his team. My
Hey,
bad.
look, I'll tell you right now. I've been sports betting lately. I'm trying to get a Cybertruck.
Yeah.
Him and Elon actually are tight.
Real tight.
Really?
I'm telling you, I
He
can-
saved him the other day. I was watching the news, and there's this helicopter going down, and then Elon was in it. I saw Nick just go up there.
I saved him.
Yeah,
Yep.
he'll
Elon
Ride or
texted me
die
the other
right
day.
here.
He was like, "Can I borrow one of your cars?" And I was like, you know.
sure go ahead.
Yeah, it was
Big
just one of those
boss.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just one of those things.
They're
Yeah.
tight,
I'm gonna have to give you my phone.
I don't even know if I have Elon saved. Actually, you know, it's just just another guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the phone book, whatever.
You got money.
Yeah.
No, Elon has money.
No, but for you, what are some of your like your big goals where it's like for you, you know that at some point you want to be doing this with your career? Super Bowl halftime show? I feel like a KaMillion Super Bowl halftime show would be
VMAs.
fucking wild. VMAs.
Halftime show.
Halftime show would be sweet.
I want my own shows. Like I want a TV show on a network that I produced and wrote. I want to sign talent. You know,
That would be dope.
I would love to sign talent. Yeah. What else?
Do you think you have an eye for it like that?
Listen, I know everybody that's like,
She's a
it's
Cancer.
so crazy. So like Diamond the Body, you know, like she's on the Baddie show.
Yeah.
And she's my homegirl too, but I was getting ready to book her. And like maybe 2-3 weeks before that, we was, you know, figuring out the logistics because I knew I was dropping back outside, so I wanted to have my release party or whatever. And then just last week, like she going viral for getting beat up, but she knows how to market herself. Like, so I don't know, I just be feeling it. Even with Shamar, like a week before Shamar blew, like I hit him up like, hey, I'm gonna send you some merch to push my product. You know what I'm saying? And then like a week after that, he just ended up going viral. So it's like when I see it for people, I know like I got a real good eye for that,
For sure. And I feel like it is depending on the artist or the guest. I mean, me and Joey have to kind of have a little bit of that as well whenever we're choosing people to have on the podcast. And it's like, you can really tell right away, like whether, I mean, like we said before.
I'm really psychic.
Are you?
You think
seriously. So? I was dating this dude one time, and me and my homegirls was at the beach. We was sipping on them wine coolers or whatever, and I was like, bitch, he cheating on me. And she was like, what? I was like, let's go to Tinseltown, the movie theater in Tinseltown. We pull up, we park, we call one of our other homegirls. We like, bitch, come in black. Make sure you got all black on. We sitting out, staking outside. So the girl, she was like, how you feel right now? I was like, bitch, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. So I look, I'm like, oh, there he go right there. He was walking out of the movie theater with this real thick girl. Real, you know what I'm saying? Like BBW.
Oh.
So I'm like, all right, let's hop out and act like we coming out of the movie theater. So as they walking, we like really like scrouching underneath by the cars. And like, he's like laying on the passenger window and she's in front of him. So he got his arms like wrapped around. So he could see, but she can't see. And I walked right by me and my homegirls and I just looked at him.
He looked at you?
And I didn't say nothing.
He looked at you.
That's the way to do it, though. She's got it.
And I kept going. And I got in my car. And he texted me. He's like, oh, you think you did something because you walked by and see me and you ain't say nothing? He was going crazy.
You clearly did if you started texting you.
I'm not finna give you that.
Yeah, no.
Why would I argue? Yeah, you clearly know what you want. But my point is, like, I'm a psychic for real. Like, I be knowing. With all of my exes, I knew. I could feel when they cheating on me. I know shit.
I'm sorry that happened to you. That ain't good.
Thank you.
Have you ever been cheated on?
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm saying I didn't know. I didn't know. I figured no, but you know what I mean. We both had relationships before we started.
Wait, so you never got cheated on?
Yeah, I've been cheated on.
Damn. What did you do? How'd you handle that?
I got back together with her. Yeah, it was stupid.
You took her back?
Hell yeah, I did. Because, I'm a loving man. And
you
got
probably
a lot
was cheating
of love.
too.
No, I ain't never cheated. I ain't never cheated.
You was like, you know what? We even, but she don't know.
I'll put that shit on my grave. On my grave, I ain't never cheated.
Really?
On my grave, yeah.
Oh,
on
my mama's grave, I don't cheat.
Good. You're a good person.
There was that one time.
No.
I cheated one time.
Really? What happened?
Tell us about it.
I gotta hear this.
The one time in my life when I cheated, but I told the truth too.
Like right after, did you tell the truth?
If I start talking about it, you don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm glad that I cheated because the person that I cheated with ended up passing away. So I'm kind of like glad that I got to spend that time with him.
For sure, okay.
So I don't
that shit was deadly.
So it was like, it was a destiny.
Sorry, I
should
should be joking on that. My bad.
No, that is for sure.
It was a destiny cheat. We were supposed to experience each other.
Good shit.
I like
but that's the only time in my life where I cheated.
What about once a cheater, always a cheater?
When I told my ex that, I was like, we ended up breaking up for some other reasons because whatever. And I was like, let's tell each other when we're going to move on with somebody or whatever. But I never announced it. So a situation ended up happening. And I was like, I just want to let you know that I'm messing with somebody else. And he was like, oh, well, shit, me too. Well, nigga, why you ain't said it before? Okay, so now you want me to feel bad.
Yeah.
You want me to feel bad, but you locked up, and I'm sure you in survival mode, so who knows how many hoes been coming to see you, putting money on your books, giving you, for commissary.
For sure.
And you got me up here feeling bad. Whole time, I'm glad I cheated.
Yeah.
You cheat, I cheat, we Cheetos.
We Cheetos. I fucking love it. It's funny, too, because I feel like sometimes it's like almost destined to happen because it's like, you guys aren't made right for each other anyway. You know what I mean? You clearly have your eyes. And nowadays, it's like there's so much temptation.
If I cheat on you, you did something extreme. Because when I get in the talking stage, I feel bad when I'm entertaining another guy. Mm-hmm. Like if we start spending more time together and I see that you liking me and I'm liking you, even though there's no like rules to say like, okay, we together, I feel guilty like entertaining somebody else. But I'm trying to train myself not to feel that way because these guys gonna be guys. Like, y'all need variety y'all will have variety until you get married. Shit, hell, y'all for the rest of your life. Yeah, but I'm learning that when people cheat, that doesn't mean that they don't love you, because love and loyalty is two different things.
For sure.
So you want the same.
Can you describe to me the perfect first date? If you were to draw it up the way you want it to be drawn up, like what is the perfect first date that a guy could take you on?
Get your notepad out.
Don't worry, brother. I'm mentally stashing all this shit.
The perfect first date is Rodeo Drive. Take me shopping on the first date. Make me not think about nobody else.
Yep.
Take me to Mastro's. You know, in LA, I love.
Put your notepad away.
It's my favorite.
That shit sounds expensive, brother.
I saw a meme the other day. The guy was like, when y'all go out with men these days, y'all want them to ask y'all, like, take y'all shopping and do all kind of crazy shit like y'all been dating forever. Yes, and that's probably my problem. I'm probably delusional, but I feel like God loves me and he knows what I deserve. So the perfect date,
it'll happen.
Because guess what? It's happened before. Mm-hmm. I've had one of my dudes bought me a house, like took me shopping on the third date. Bought anything I want. I had.
Yeah, Nick, I got bad news.
Yeah, it was like,
I've been sports betting. You better watch out, brother. I got money now.
That Cybertruck ain't happening, bro.
Hey, we just got merged, brother. No, you like what you like, right?
I like.
You can't help it. You like what you like.
I'm attracted to success and stability. Like, if my bank account gets under certain things, I'm freaking out. And it's just because I'm a Cancer, and it's like, for me, stability and being comfortable is everything. Like, my ultimate job is not have to worry about a job ever in life, you know? So,
yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite piece of jewelry?
My favorite piece of jewelry is my Millie pendant. And that's like my first piece of jewelry that I bought, you know what I'm saying? And I bought it myself, you know. Ain't no dude gave me no money to do that. And so I was really proud of it. But I feel like females should not buy jewelry by themselves. You should definitely bring somebody that know what the fuck's going on. Because I really feel like y'all ripped me the fuck out, but I ain't going to call y'all name because that's free promotion. But you know what you did. Mm-hmm. You overtaxed me. But they
gonna get that bag however they can. That's how jewelers are like that. And we've had a couple jewelers on the podcast, and just like listen to them go through the whole process. It's like, it's crazy. I mean, there's so many details and like ways you can kind of jump through hoops and do stuff like that.
And if you don't ask and you don't know, they're not gonna tell you.
They're gonna get you
for sure, 100%. That is.
I mean,
facts.
if I was a jeweler, I might probably do the same thing.
Do you think there's more money to be made in being an actress or being a music artist?
Totally.
Actress.
Hell yeah. There's so many people waking up and saying they're going to be an artist right now and they're going viral. Like, it's just, I don't know, especially even when people get signed, people feel like, oh, they made it. Like, bitch, no. You just took out a loan from the bank.
Yeah.
Hope you can pay that shit back.
Yep.
You know,
that's true,
so like.
Would you do it again if you got the chance tomorrow?
What?
Be an actress?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still an actress.
I mean, you're still an actress, but like to be on set. If
Hell
they called
yeah.
you tonight saying you got to be in LA tomorrow, would you go?
Yeah, that's actually coming up really soon. I have some more projects that I'm about to start filming.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I love that so much.
Can we talk about them? What you got coming?
I can't talk about
That's
them.
fine.
Hey, it's classified.
I know that's good. I like that.
Hey, brother, let her record a few episodes first, okay?
That's fine.
All right, the part 2 episode, we'll start talking about the projects. If you had to let one go, where you can't make music anymore for the rest of your life, or you can't act for the rest of your life.
I can't make music for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Because I can always play a character that's a musician.
True.
There we go.
That's a little loophole.
The
I was going to say, okay, well, let it slide. That
Yeah.
works. Joey, do you have anything else, brother?
No, I just want to say thank you for coming on. This has been great.
This
I
has
love
been
the conversation.
awesome.
Y'all, I have a gift for you guys.
No way.
No. Stop.
Way.
Are you serious?
Oh, my God.
So this
For me and
is a
Nick?
little black box.
Ooh. Joey,
Open it.
Let's see, brother. I'm so excited.
Open it.
You have to put some sound
Okay, there's
effects
paper.
behind
Oh,
it.
we're going to definitely put some sound effects behind. You didn't hear, but there's an air horn. Let's see. Oh, please be a make hose mad again. Let's go.
Yes. So now you
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Show the camera.
Make these
Yeah.
notes mad again.
And honestly, when you wear those hats,
I'll put this
just
shit on
know
right
that anytime you wear that, you won't be under the radar because somebody's going to notice you. Somebody's going to say something to you. You're going to be, so yeah.
That's fine. I love it. I love when
love
people
it.
come up to me and say something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wear this bitch every day.
For sure.
I'm about to make a home out.
Please
so
do.
much. That's beautiful. Thank you so
Awesome.
much.
Seriously, thank you so
Look
much.
at you.
Make hose mad again. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Hey, that's my
That shit look fine.
That's my political party.
That shit look fine.
My political party. I'm making hoes mad. That's
again.
it. That's
Yeah.
We got some more posts to make. We got to make some hoes mad. We just posted our merch. We got some different merch now.
we about to be so toxic on social
Oh,
media.
man.
You have no idea.
Ugly.
I love it.
Let's plug these people in. Obviously, everyone that's listening to this episode, I'm sure already follows you on social media, but let's throw it out there anyway. Where can people follow you?
You guys can follow me at It's KaMillion, ITSKA million. You can follow Make Hoes Mad Again on IG, Facebook, and visit the website makehosmadagain.com. It's KaMillion.com for like new releases. YouTube, everything across the board. Yeah, slide in my DM like you got on skates. I talk back, just don't ask me for no motherfucking money.
You have to give her the money. You can't ask for money.
Amen. What was the last thing? Oh yeah, I was going to ask you, how did you get the name KaMillion?
Yeah.
It was given to me just because like a chameleon is known to just like adjust to their environment, and like any beat that you put on, country, rock, whatever type of rap beat, whatever, I'm a slide, and I sing too.
Okay,
so.
hold on. Have you ever made a country song? Like, would you go into those other routes?
I have wrote a country song before, but like nowadays, I feel like it's easier to get into that lane. Before, like my country song is like maybe, I don't know, like 6 years old. Mm-hmm. And I respect country music because it's a formula to it. Like, it was a time where, like, if you weren't from Tennessee or living in Tennessee, like, you ain't getting into, it's kind of like a white guy from like the suburbs just hopping in and saying, okay, I'm finna make a rap beat.
Nah.
And then it's like the 808 sound real cheesy, you know what I'm saying? Or a regular person saying, hey, I'm about to make a reggae beat. And the shit just sounds so like
choppy, not good.
Like so commercial. You feel me? So I definitely I feel like it's country, but somebody else might not think so. But nowadays I feel like it's like an alternative lane.
Would you ever like to try it again?
Hell yeah, I try anything.
That'd be
except for
so
crack.
dope. Amen. Amen.
She's got her head on straight. I don't care.
I like it. I like it. No, seriously. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
I have tried butt crack before.
Okay, there it is. There's the one.
There we go.
She'll try some crack, just not the crack.
I'm crack, just not crack. Crack cocaine.
God, it's so amazing how
like
left it can go so quick. It just takes a turn for the worse.
Well, earlier she said I could fart and somebody will catch it.
This is true. I should start bottling that shit.
Hey, for real, no, I'll tell you right now, I'd pay for that.
She's a hustler. She'll do what it takes.
You'll pay good money for that shit.
Yes, air freshener. Fart freshener.
Fart freshener. You just have like a little chameleon, like, just your face hanging from people's like mirror or whatever. And it can, okay. I like, hey, we might have a business deal.
Yeah, we got to talk.
We're going to talk after this. That's perfect. But no, obviously all the OGs that have been watching this episode, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure if you're listening on audio platforms, 5-star rating all the way. If you guys want more bonus content, that's OG Sessions on Patreon, patreon.com/OG Sessions. Choose a membership that's right for you, and let's rock and roll, baby.
And you get this episode 2 days early, so get on it.
Talk to him. Yo. And Joey's been crushing that shit on X. As y'all know, Joey's had the keys to X for a couple months now, and brother,
we've over doubled in followers. So,
and hey, after this
I don't know what I'm doing, but it's working.
Yeah, he's been making some hoes mad. Actually, he's probably making some hoes happy. Yeah, but after this episode, we're about to make him mad.
They're gonna be mad.
Yeah.
All I heard was crushing it on X. I was like, drugs.
No crack.
I love it. This episode has been so much fun. Once again, KaMillion, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
It has been an honor for real.
Yes, you know Elon for real, right?
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Help me out, Joey. All right, we will be back next week for another episode of the OG Sessions podcast. We are out.
Peace.